Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, the one and only hosting Cruz, bringing you another exciting edition of boxing. Don't forget to hit and to like, subscribe to my channel. It's always greatly appreciated. Stay tuned. Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, hosting Cruz, and I'm here to talk about an interesting turn of events here on the Canelo versus Scull card. They have a tremendous co-feature in what is an intriguing co-feature, an interesting co-feature in Jaime Munguia versus Bruno Surace out of France. Who is Bruno Surace? He came out of nowhere and spoiled and messed up Jaime Munguia's homecoming party by knocking him out in the 6th round. And he was a huge underdog. Now, this fight was just supposed to be a showcase. You know, let's have a undefeated guy in Bruno Surace who we look good against at home and just look good against and knocking out an undefeated fighter and go home. That was the opposite. Instead of that, Jaime Munguia was the one on his back looking up at the lights. And it was the in my opinion, one of the upset of the year, in my opinion. Jaime Munguia, man, very exciting, good punching power in both hands, comes to fight, typical Mexican warrior, and he has fought some big punchers. That's the thing in this fight. He has fought some big punchers, like Canelo, Gabe Rosales, not the hardest puncher, but a decent pop. Sergey Derevyanchenko, decent, good pop. Toriano Johnson, he's fought some tremendous fighters with punching power. Now, Bruno Surace, he only had 4 knockouts coming into this fight. And when he landed his shot that put Munguia on the canvas, it was like a punch that looked more like he got more than 5 KOs. I mean, anybody with boxing gloves, like I said, with 2 hands has a chance in the ring. And the punch that you don't see is the one that KOs you. And maybe that's what happened to Munguia, because Bruno Surace, coming in with only 4 KOs, was able to knock out a very durable fighter and a huge favorite, former world champion, at 154, 160, and was able to go the distance with Canelo, take his shots, get dropped, get back up, and Bruno Surace drilled him with a right hand counter, and he was not able to get up. And so now, here we are back again, May 3rd, on the Canelo Alvarez versus William Scull unification fight. They enter as the co-main to that fight. Pretty interesting. And that's a hell of a card for me. You know, you got 2 fighters with big following, 2 Mexican fighters in Jaime Munguia and Canelo Alvarez. Of course, Canelo Alvarez, the bigger name, the cash cow in the sport of boxing. You fight Canelo, you get the biggest payday of your career. But this is about the co-main event. Jaime Munguia looks to avenge his shocking knockout loss to Bruno Surace out of France. And I'm sure when Bruno Surace, after the fight, when he went home to France, he was nobody when he left. When he came back, he was the king of the world. And I'm sure he got a huge ovation at the airport in France. He became a king, like I said. So now he's leaving his kingdom to go repeat what he did and hope to bring back the same victory. Of course, his people in France are hoping that as well. Man, Bruno Surace's life changed from one second to the other. He hit the lottery in this fight with Munguia knocking him out. So, of course, the goal is to repeat that. Let's see if he can get it done, or Munguia can, you know, avenge that loss. Avenge that loss. So yeah, just want to come out here and talk to you guys about that interesting news that just came up. As part of that Riyadh season card. Turkey Al Sheikh, man, making these big fights and big cards. I'll be looking forward to it May 3rd, ladies and gentlemen. Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Cruz. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, guys. It's always a pleasure to talk to you guys about boxing. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.